Terve! Welcome to Kepperi's garage. I know that we are facing the slight problem with the blinker indicator. And that's because we have only one blinker indicator, and normally you have like two separate lights in the speedometer or the thingy up there. So if we connect the blinkers now to this single blinker indicator cable, we are going to end up with both blinkers going blinkety-bling when the blinkers are used. And that's of course because you are connecting two blinking cables into one indicator cable. So both sides of the blinkers are then connected. Whenever there is power, both sides will blink. And there is life hack into that one, and it will be the diode, which is this electronical component that lets the current only go in one way. So let's see it from the paper. Here we have two indicator system for the blinkers. So there is battery. There comes the plus 12 volts for the switch, blinker switch. And whenever I press like left blinker, this switch will connect and the 12 volts will go into the indicator and into the left front and rear blinker. This is always the one circle. And the same thing for another side. And now with the diode system, you have same setup, but when you have one indicator, you will put the diodes wherever the plus 12 volts was going in for the separate indicators. You put in the diodes and then you connect the output of the diodes into the one indicator. So whenever you want to turn left, you press the switch left, this will connect. The power will go for the left blinkers and this way for the indicator. But the magic here is that the power won't go back down here because there is diode. So the diode's job is to prevent the current going for the other side. If you don't have these diodes, let's see. Now if you just connect the thing without the diodes, you press the left turn signal, tick, these will blink, indicator will blink, and actually the other side will blink too, so everything is blinking, and that's not good. So that's why we use the diodes, to prevent the current going to the other side. So this will be the diode we are using. There comes the left side blinker, there comes the right side blinker, and these will be connected. And the diode works like this. You have this light stripe at the top of the diode, and that means that the current will flow only this direction. I thought that I would pause here and give you a brief status update. So I have now the speedometer cables coming in the box already and the left side handlebar switch. So I cut the excess wire off from this handlebar cable set, and there is the other side of it. Now I think that I will continue by snapping one wire at a time off from here and twiggle it inside the box and connect it with the thing. Then I need to figure out how to wrap this big giant snake into somewhere that it's not visible and it's good there. I might actually gut this more up here and split it into the separate bundles to run it inside here and then do the taping around the small bundles and make it look good. Now I'm gonna snap these and start to connect those. Here we have this beautiful hedgehog of cables. Everything is now connected and I'm left with a bunch of weird looking thingies. I need to take care of that I don't lose those. If there is something wrong going on here, there might be the clues for those. I'm left off with 2 ground wires. Cannot find the places for those. Then there is the gear indicator. That one I don't have, so I need to figure out where to put this one. And I didn't also connect the speedo just yet, because I first want to try that everything works, and then I'm gonna see if these fit inside of the box and then figure out how to connect the speedo. But yeah, I guess it's time to put some voltage in it and see what blows and what not. Alright, so let's see if the electricity is on our side. So power is on. Yep. Light goes on, reading is perfect. Goes off too, that's good. So we should have parking lights going. There is parking lights. Is there a neutral? Yep, neutral is on. High beam works. Yes sir, yes sir. High beam also there. Low beam also there. So let's put in the mysterious diode and see whatever happens. So where's the blinkers? There is one blinker. It doesn't matter which way you connect this, because you need to connect them both anyways. That's there. Then the other blinker should be somewhere here. That's the blinker. But how come there is actually two blinker cables? Now I'm wondering why there is two cables for one blinker. There actually might be a diode inside of this thing. That's the only reason I come up with why there is two cables and only one light. I shouldn't try that first. But okay, let's go and try it without the diode first. So let's see. Lights go on. Neutral. Left. There's left signal. Right. Alright. God damn it. It's working like it's supposed to be working. So there is diode inside of the speedometer. I would like to see my diode thingy working. So let's have a game that there is only one cable coming down from the speedometer, and let's hook the diode in. Now we have the diode in. We should have the same functionality then. So left blinker works. Left blinker works down there as well, I can see it. Right blinker works, but the left blinker is not blinking down there. Alright, so now we have basically emulated the same situation. So our diode is working. Unfortunately, we won't need one now. Yep, so it worked. It worked also with the diode, so now I'm happy. Happy with it. If someone needs a diode, let me know. I will send you free blinker diode. So now we have all the things connected. I'll start sticking these inside there and see how that goes. Will fit that cover. I need to do some taping. Yep, so let's try to put in the headlight. I actually have all the connectors up there already, so just run the wires down. So now we have these both cables there, and I can go in from up center, yeah, so that doesn't matter. Let's connect the headlight inside of another light and run down only one set of wires, so we can have some spare room there. Let's take this off and so we go in from here. Other patent, but let's go now with these. Each one of these cables will have this connector, and I will connect both lights into the connector. Then I have one more slot to go down with the cable. So now there is those cables. Now I need to have cable running down. There is tons of cable on the ground, so I will will reuse these. Great, great. I also have new cable, but I will reuse this because I know that everything what is left off from this is probably going to recycling. Alright. Like that. And will this fit in here? Plop, plop. Cool, cool. Beautifier for the wires back on. That's not mandatory, but it certainly makes things pretty much smoother. So let's go with this plan. If you are wondering about the freaky sound coming from outside, it's my wife doing firewood with the log splitter. She's taking care of our livelihood because I don't have time because I do motorcycles. Alright, that's there. Be able to run the box down there so the speedo will clear the things and should be able to run these in somehow. I will need to take the headlight off and put the wires in first because there isn't just not enough room for everything. I will put this here with some other thing than tape. Fuck. We might change the headlight actually. No harm done. Remind me not to put the headlight at the top of the tire anymore. Alright, I made this bungee patent. It's keeping the headlight there, and now we need to run the headlight cables inside the box. I decided to go in from up here because it's also behind the actual light and it might be a good place for it. The other guys are like, no, go away, there's no space for you. You just have to deal with it, everyone. I switched the brown and black cables into new ones because those ones were super short, and this makes it easier for me now. So let's start connecting these. I reserved the places for both headlight cables, but now I only have like single cables because of the ingenious thingy I invented. So black one was for the no, it was not, it was the red one. Red one was for the brownie. And black is for the black, and is down there somewhere, don't be there. Yep, it's that. The green one was fooling me because that was the speedometer's ground. So that's there, and That's there. Okay, let's try if it actually works. Park works. Low beam, high beam. Great. Det funkar. It works. Se toimii. Those three languages I know how to say it. Let's continue the smoothing. Hey guys, it's in. It's actually in. Oh! Holy macaroni, everybody. If someone asks how many Wagos and cables you can put inside one of these ABB boxes, I can tell you the exact amount. It's a fucking lot. Very nice. I will run the orange cable back there. I probably run this bolt back there, and I will use the key switch behind the battery box. Alright, I'm using the multimeter to figure out if the key switch cables are directly coming from somewhere near there, so I don't need to rewire them back here. So whenever it's zero, it's connected. So let's start with the red one. So the red, oh, there is by the way power on. Got some small electrocution there going on. Let's turn off the power first. So this should be same than this. That one and this one. Yep, that's the same cable, so that one we don't actually need at all. So the red one is red one. That's good. The orange one is a little bit trickier because there is no orange here. Or there is orange, but it's not that orange. Let's try one of these oranges. Oranges. If those are same. Because this is the key power, so we should have key power whenever braking. And that's there. Okay, so we can forget both of those and use those orange and red as our key switch connectors. So here we can see that it will be visible until the down bar of the frame, I would say. Let's tape this part covered and we can hang it probably from another chip tie there. Usually in this point when you start having electrical issues, when everything is taped in and like looking good and stuff like that. That's when you have the first problem. And you will have to do it all over again. But let's hope that this time is different. One thing I have not tried yet is to turn the handlebars. Those might not be turning anymore. Fuck. That's something I have to try actually immediately. There is some slack on the cables, but I surely hope there is enough. I was thinking that I should do it already, but didn't do it for some reason. And now it's too late. Fingers crossed now that there won't be any problems. Full right. Almost full left. Yeah, the left one is problem. This needs to come. I don't know what that was. It wasn't me, it was the other guy. It's touching the lock, like the steering lock, the box, and that's why it's not turning completely onto other side. So I will need to get rid of the jig tie there and lower it a little bit down. I didn't like it anyways. It's going. It's going. It's very, very tight, but it's going. And with that we need to live with. Yeah, so I've been twisting the thing up and down and left and right and tried the handlebar and stuff, but I guess I went a little bit wrong with the input for the main harness. Now it's from bottom here. I thought that this will be up and behind the headlight, but now this box needs to be pretty down because of the steering lock. So this will touch the lock whenever it's up there, and then it won't turn the handlebar correctly. And I guess that I will need to change the main harness input from bottom to here, and that of course will mean that I will need to reconnect everything inside of the box. Yep, happened off camera. I disconnected the main harness from the electric front box. I cut out this gear indicator cable, which was turned right like this inside of the harness. And I created this connector for it if I want to use it later, and that can stay under the tank there and run the main harness in from the side of the box. And I guess it's now near perfect. So now it's like this, that you don't even actually see it, and from the front side it looks like this. Yeah, there is big box. I think that I will put some cool logo there or something, or do some sort of mask here. Not sure about that yet, but that's there, and the main harness is this small little cable up there. Much better than the blomp here earlier. Yep, it's time to work on the backside. The frame is now repainted and the fender is there already. And I also did some repair paints on the electric box itself. Whoa! Did I actually manage to get it without scratching anything? Let's put in some of the smoother thingies, smoothening thingies. What are these? Now I should probably remember how these were inside here. I guess that was there. And so let's use the rubber once again. Those will prevent some bouncing there. This goes here. That's there. Yeah, so the solenoid had its place already designed there. The other stuff is still a little bit mystery, but I've been turning these around inside here, and actually I have planned this off camera already. So the battery will be there. The positive for the starter solenoid will go down to the battery, and then there will be the ignition module, which is supposed to fit here like this. And then we have the linker relay like this one. It is supposed to fit in its place still, which is there. And that's how we can get everything inside here, and the rest of the stuff will be laying at the top of the components. That's the bundle we want to get in there. I should probably wrap it with the foam too, so it won't be scratchy all around. So let's have this smoother here. That will be like this when the tank is going at the top of everything. Alright, so I'm thinking that same as in front side, let's hook in everything so we can first try everything out and then see what kind of things we are needing. Whenever that's clear, we can start losing some weight from these cables. I forgot that I have to toggle the brake switch cables from down there to up here too, and I guess I'm gonna do it inside the same wrapping than the rectifier, regulatore. So the rectifier, fuck the nader, what's the nader? I'm not know the waiter. The regulator rectifier is doing. So that's that. Alright, I guess everything should be in there, and that's the ground, there is the positive. There we have the key switch. I put the key switch already on because I have the switch up down here on the battery box. Let's try it. I can see that the lights on the speedometer went on. That's good sign. So then we need to have lights on. Whoa! That's bright. That has to be the brake lights. There's one thing we can try. Let's toggle the... Yep, this doesn't do anything. So I might have to switch the light for the brakes. Lights are on the front side. Okay, now that's not so bright at all. Looks better. Where's the trigger. Nothing. Is there blinkers going? No. So let's see. Let's try the blinkers. Left. Okay, that's correct. Right. That's correct. I'm not actually sure. Let's see. Did I connect this like it should be connected? Yep, but it shows it's super sketchy, these connectors. I guess that I can also actually try this by connecting these cables. Lights on. Let's simulate the braking scenario here. Okay. There's your brake. So even we had bad connection or the switch is broke. Let's dig into that problem next. So let's hook this in back. Let's go again. Alright, we had just bad connection. So now we are braking. Great, works. Let's blink and brake. So everything works back here too. That's good news. We probably have to install the rear brake now to get the rear brake switch installed, and then I run the wire up here.